Hey Yarrow,
Hey,
what are you up to?
I'm just playing with plants.
Yeah, so show me what's going on with these grow bags.
Yeah, it's actually very, very cool idea, these growing bags, and I like them a lot. For people that don't have, much space, for garden, then grow bags are very, very cool idea because you can grow on gravel, on a cement, or on a porch, balcony, whatever you have.
Show me what
And
you've got growing in there.
yeah, so
Like,
we have all different kind of plants. And here with kawaii worms, we grow just in grow bags. They are made of fabric, called felt, and this one is good quality. It will last probably 2 to 3 years, and you can always, when the plant, you know, is ready to harvest, you can always empty the bag, wash it, and plant a new plant. So this is very cool. And
what's
so
inside?
what's inside? So inside we have we don't use soil. So we have compost that we make our own compost, and pretty much food waste, any green waste you compost it, and then we add composting worms, and they will create from the compost, worm castings, making the allowing the plants. So you have worms right here, so they recycle the compost and they will make the nutrients available to the plants.
And
So
so when the worms are in there and they're processing, or they're actually depositing their castings into this grow bag as they're living in there,
that's right. So this one,
adding and it's a fertilizer, an amendment for the plant.
that's right. Yeah, because
Got
it's
it.
a breathable bag. So that it's pretty much your worm farm, right?
Gotcha.
So now you just add compost, then add composting worms. They process the compost, and
But the compost is broken down before you add it into the bag. You're not just putting like food scraps in your bag, right?
you can eventually. That's what I've been experimenting with.
Wow.
You can add halfway, with the compost that is processed already. Then you have a fermented food that you have in a bucket for, let's say, 2 weeks. You can inoculate, with lactose or something like that, and then bury the food waste and finish it with a finished compost. 2 weeks later, you can start planting plants, and they're responding very well. You have to add the worms, to process the food waste, and when it's done, it's gonna be vermicompost. You're gonna have some worm casting, you're gonna have worms in it, and it's very simple because you don't need to buy, fertilizers. You make your own compost from the food waste and add some composting worms, and that's the number one, fertilizer. It's gonna be, very, very, the nutrients available to the plants right away. You cannot overdo with worm castings.
Well, you've been bringing in the harvest in the house, so I want to take a look at it up close in
We
the
have some
bag.
basil, yeah,
Oh,
right. We have some peppers. Pretty much you can grow anything. This one is 8 gallon grow bag, and it's pretty much 1 cubic feet of compost that you can fit in. And because there is plenty of oxygen, you want like 25% oxygen, 25% water, rest is organic matter, right? And you can grow anything. I've been growing banana in grow bags like that. I have avocado trees growing that's been there for 2 years, and it's taller than me now. And as you see, you can set up 20, 30 bags
yeah, I want to follow.
growing. This one just tomatoes, set up some fence around that somebody recycle, or you have the tomato eventually when it grows it will create big bush, and then you just can reach for the tomato to harvest. We have cucumbers attached, they will grow and you can harvest cucumbers.
It's so cool how you put them on either side, so
Exactly, you
all
just
three plants
you
get to
maximize the
use that.
space, right?
Gotcha.
So like I said, grow bags are very cool because you can move them around, right? You can empty them. You're not losing the soil. Like, you're not dealing with weeds. There are no weeds, right? You don't need to work on hot sun. I like the idea a lot. It's lemongrass, more sage. This one is sugar cane actually. Eventually you can, when it's ready, you can cut the sugar cane. It's it's very sweet. It's very good. Some spinach. This is tissue spinach. Basil, more basil. marigolds,
Papaya
papaya. They ready, you know, for planting. You
in the ground.
Yeah, you can leave them for a little bit longer. I kind of waiting when they start flowering so I can recognize if it's male or female. I will cut the male off, leave the female just planted into the ground, you know. They like nice drainage. So the grow bags for the start is excellent. They like, you know, nice rich soil and well drained so they don't get the root rot.
So they're getting a good start in the grow
That's the
bags.
most important. See, when the root of the plant, if you're growing in a plastic, it hits the wall, it's, you know, get root bound. When there
Root
is
bound,
oxygen,
right.
yeah, if there is oxygen, like in this bag, the root will hit the wall, it splits for multiple other roots. Now, the whole bag will fill up with roots, and more roots absorb more nutrients, so you need very good fertilizer, which is the worm casting, compost, and that's the whole magic, right? You've got the oxygen and water. You can create, you know, worm casting tea or compost tea. You can add some other nutrients, depends what you grow, but those plants are just fine with what you have because all the nutrients are in the food waste. If you process the food waste through the composting worms, it's gonna be clean. And it's gonna be the nutrients available to the plant. That's pretty much, yeah, so
Here, I'm gonna
here
just.
we are.
I
Look
know.
around.
Ah, Kauai.
Here on Kauai paradise, yeah.
And then all this food in bags just off the back porch. No back-breaking work, no irrigation. You are watering it by the hose a little bit, yeah? But
Yes.
no major like irrigation line and setup needed.